Well, Heidi there, pipe pals. How are y'all doing? Holy smoking pipe padre. Coming to you from the Scottish room. That's right. Here we are. I finally got my three array, monitor array Mac back up. First time I've had it back up fully functional since I've been here. Been here almost a year. And there's my beautiful um, Black Forest Deutsche clock that I got from Germany when I was in Baumholder. And I'm just kind of I still have a little bit of mess here. And so tonight, kind of in honor of Sherlock Holmes, Dr. Watson, and Professor Moriarty over there, here we are. So just sharing with you my my humble man cave, and I just thought I would take this opportunity to make a video to you. Well, guten Abend, mein Pfeifen Freunds. It's good to see all of you. Well, it has been a little while. Did you miss me? Back. Well, here we are, kind of in the new year. Now, I know I've made a video earlier in the year. I think actually New Year's, and just sharing with you some of my goals and so on and so forth. But tonight I am smoking my Joby, this wonderful pipe which I've had for, this goes all the way back probably to 1982, believe it or not, this Joby pipe. It needs a little TLC. Let me turn the monitors back on here, get a little bit of extra light. Come on. Okay, you're gonna do that, huh? Hold on a second. I need my glasses when I do this now. I'm old. Okay, there we go. Adds a little extra light. Okay. Well, so I was talking to you about my Joby. And I've had this pipe since 1982, and it's an Paul, and I love it. And in it, I'm smoking some Stonehaven. Some rich, dark, slightly sweet pipe tobacco. I really love Stonehaven. I love the way it smells. I love the texture. I love the way it stays lit well. If you're not flapping your gums like I'll do in this video, it actually can stay lit for a long time. Kind of move things down here a little bit. Yeah, I still have a little bit of Christmas back there. Oh well. I just love the fragrance of Stonehaven. And I wanted to share with you, most of you are inveterate pipe smokers, veterans, of course, of the first water. So you don't need me to give you a lecture on the proper storage and of fine tobaccos. And Stonehaven is kind of a rare essence at times. And I got this at the Briar Patch probably maybe 2.5 years ago at least, and I just got educated on how you properly store something in mason jars, and they just wow. So this made the move with me last year, and I am about a week away from my first full year being here in Chico. And finally, pretty much moved in. I'd say 80% moved in. I'm still I think I know where everything is at now. All of my, whether it's my tech things, or my pipe things, or my CDs, music, videos, all my computer gadgets. Here's a computer gadget. This is for Richard T. if he's watching.
Sunday mostly cloudy, highs in the low 30s. Sunday night cloudy.
Now, we've all heard of the black box, right? How important a black box is, you know, for data recovery. Well, this is my black box. And I love this thing. I just think this thing is the cat's whiskers. Because what this is, it is a desktop hard drive extension. For example, most of you know by looking at this that this is a internal hard drive. And yes, you can, you know, in a Mac, there are 4 bays. You open up your Mac, you pull out one of the rails, you pop this in there. Well, you don't pop it in there. You have to screw it in. It takes a few minutes, about a minute or two. Then you slide it back in, and then, you know, Bob's your uncle, Sally's your aunt. However, that's a lot of pain in the rear end. What you can do is you hook your black box up via USB, and then all you have to do, without opening a computer or putting this in some kind of a case, you just slide it in into the black box, and it automatically will engage and mount this disc. And it is slick. So you don't have to go through all that trouble of, you know, trying to, you know, physically, you know, load it into your computer because it's an internal drive. You just put it on your desk, the black box thing on your desk, slide in your hard drive, doom, just like that, and you're cooking with Crisco. Now, so anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. So I'm really excited about getting my Mighty Mac Pro back working again. I had a problem with when I loaded El Capitan. For some reason, the monitors were not working. In fact, the whole system just kept rebooting. It would run for a few minutes, and then it would just restart. And it was extremely sluggish. It just wasn't working at all. So I you know, I think back in early December, I was trying to find a solution to getting it fixed. And I hate to say it, but a lot of people nowadays, it's getting harder and harder for you to find good Mac care. I mean, this is an 8-year-old system. And even though I still love it, it still does everything that I want, and even running El Capitan, I'm very, very, very happy. So anyway, bottom line was, again, I got this, what I call my black box. I got that about a year ago before I moved up here. And it was very important because I had a lot of old hard drives, internal hard drives, and I just thought, man, I just don't have the time to open up the computer and, you know, pull it out and try to install it into the Mac. And so this way, when I found out about these, I just said, oh my gosh. And so I found one, I got one. I don't think it was maybe $80 for it, maybe. It wasn't all that expensive. It wasn't cheap, but at the same time, for what it does, the convenience is just, you can't beat it. So anyway, but I was just talking about Stonehaven, and I don't know how I got off the track there, but the one thing I like about this is I was talking about moving, and when I actually put this in the Stonehaven in this little jar here, it was about 2 years ago. No bugs. You know, in one of my videos I talked about finding some bugs in some of my older tobaccos, but no, this Stonehaven is still as moist as the day I probably put it in there. I really like that moistness about Stonehaven. It's very sweet. I mean, When I say sweet, I don't mean like candy, but I mean it has a sweet flavor to me, tobacco sweet. And tonight's a dark and stormy night. You know, I know it sounds like an intro to a mystery, but it is storming outside and raining, and we've been getting lots of rain. Thanks be to God for this year. Spring is beginning to spring here, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. So anyway, I just wanted to get on here and make a video, talk a little bit about what's going on. Finally got today my Apple Pencil. It's in the box right there. And I know some of you are already starting to say, you failed. One of your resolutions was not to buy any new Apple purchases. And you're right. It is a new Apple purchase, but I didn't make it this year. I made it last year. Paid for it, ordered it December 17th, and it's taken 5 weeks to finally get here. Apple Pencils are as rare as hen's teeth. I don't even know if they carry them at the Apple Store. They may. Actually, no. For the last few weeks in December, I was calling the Apple Store just about every other day and was willing to drive down there. It's like a 2-hour drive. And they didn't have them in the store. And they said the only way you can get them is you special order them, and that's it. So they don't have them in any other tech stores. They don't have them at Best Buy. You know, and the little gal said, well, you know, we get a shipment in every now and then, but they sell out within an hour. And I said, can you hold one for me? And they said, no. First come, first serve. And she says, if you really, really want to get your hands on one, you need to order one. Simple as that. So December 17th, 2015, I ordered my Apple Pencil. And now, on the 22nd of January 2016, it finally showed up. Yeah. So anyway, I'm actually going to start doing some drawing. I'm not a real artist. I only play one on YouTube. But I used to draw a lot when I was a kid, and even in my early adult life, and different periods of my life when I'm going through certain things, I feel a call to be artistic and kind of express myself that way. And yes, I know it is very true. You can just go out and get a good old piece of artist paper and a pencil or a series of pencils and go at it, and that's true. But I just am intrigued with what Apple and some of the new, even Microsoft tablets are, purporting that they can, capture an almost identical drawing experience. So I'm looking forward to that. So I just thought I'd give you a little update in my resolutions. And I don't know what's going to happen, and I can tell you today is 1 month to the day that I started back on the ketogenic diet, but really specifically giving up all sugar, and that includes fruit this time. I've never done that before. I've always used fruit as kind of like my little back door into my sugar fix, because it's natural, don't you know? But it's still sugar. And I'm not here to denigrate people that do sugar. It's not like, oh, he's going after sugar eaters. He's against all these other groups of people. Now he's going to be against sugar eaters. No, that's not it at all. I'm just telling you that for me, I need to really watch my sugar intake, because I'm a sugar addict, to be very upfront about it. But I know now that insulin is a normal, natural human hormone, and it's a wonderful thing, and it does some really wonderful things for us. But the older you get, and you keep jacking it up all the time, and it's constantly running, your poor little pancreas it's just going to give out one of these days. So I've gotten really serious about that, and I've even gotten so serious that I even actually went out and got a glucometer, started actually, pricking my finger and reading my blood sugar from a little sample. Kind of interesting little gadget. I'm kind of intrigued and impressed by it. But anyway, so I've been checking that, and I'm actually happy to say that my blood sugar readings are pretty normal. I don't think I've had anything over 100 even. Maybe I had one about 105 maybe. That was after I ate, a couple hours after I ate. I'd have to look back on it now. But most of them were in the 80s and 70s. So anyway, so I'm really grateful because before I started this whole health and fitness thing, my hair's a mess. Doctors told me that I was like that close to being a stage 2 diabetic. There was just they said your blood sugars are really high. You're really, really dangerously high. Now that was like 3 years ago, and so for the last 10 years before that, say 2013, from say 2000 to 2013, every time I go in and have a checkup, they monitor your sugar, your blood, and whatever, I was always told you've got high triglycerides, you've got high cholesterol, you've got high sugar, you got all this stuff. You're close. You're like pre. They would tell me. I don't know how many times doctors would tell me you're pre type 2 diabetes. You're right there. So anyway, but the last two actual blood panels I did, one in Elk Grove last year, and one about 2-3 months ago here, and they said everything's fine. You're good. You really are good. Even the cholesterol, which was, and I think I talked about this once before. I won't go into it again, but I think people want to sell you statin drugs. It's a pharmaceutical thing, and I politely just tell my doctor, they go, well, can I at least order a prescription for you? And I say, well, you can order me one. I'm not going to take it. In fact, when I look back now, even my cholesterol readings are pretty normal. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I've been doing everything I've been saying I was going to do. Let's see. Hold on a second. Oh, here's my resolutions. There we go. So, if you'll excuse me, I just want to get the old Joby going here. Little Carmen there. Hope you guys liked it. So again, 30 minutes of walking every day for 6 days a week. Been doing that. 5 or more pull-ups every day. Been doing that. 50 push-ups every day. Been doing that. No sugar. No refined carbs. Trying to see something good in every day. That's been tough for the last couple weeks, let me tell you. In fact, I would have to say that I probably haven't been doing that one very well. I'm not tracking that like I should, and I've had some real challenging days in the last couple of weeks. I'm sad to say, but I'm getting through it. But it has been hard for me to think about trying to see the good in every day. Actually, I can say today, I can say there is something good today. I'm excited. I'm very happy about it. There's a brother priest who I had to go give quote unquote last rites to yesterday afternoon late, and I was told basically he ain't coming back. He's down for the count. And when I went in to give him the final blessing, he actually opened his eyes and looked at me. And sometimes when people have that kind of experience, something's going on there. A lot of times people are either comatose and you just assume that maybe they can still hear you, But anyway, bottom line was when I told him that I was there, it was like he was all tubed up, and it looked like he was out of it, and he was. It was also essentially he was. So anyway, when I called his name, he opened his eyes and he looked at me like, I need this blessing. So I gave him the blessing, and I really, really just was praying for him, because what they were telling me was like, yeah, he's kind of ready to go, and he's old, and they're thinking, well, wait a minute, something doesn't sound right here. Anyway, I'm not here to judge anybody, but at the same time, I really was praying for this guy, and I found out today that he's recovered. He's recovering. They say if he keeps getting stronger, and they said he's talking now. He wasn't talking yesterday. Let me tell you that. He was like I said, it looked like he was going straight down. In fact, that's why they called me out, because they said he ain't gonna make it. So anyway, I was really praying for him all day yesterday and all day today, and that guy came down and said, hey, yeah, he's doing good. He's going to make it. He's going to pull through this now. I said, what? That's fantastic. So anyway, so I can be happy about that. Let's see, what else? No new Apple purchases this year. Now, some of you may think I got a new product in the new year. I got it, but I didn't buy it. Yes, it's a new Apple acquisition, but I purchased it last year, and it just finally showed up. So I haven't bought any new Apple products so far. My prayers. Well, again, I guess I can say, even though I wasn't like formally, I don't know if that makes any sense to some of you, but yeah, I was certainly, my heart was really praying for this guy. Working on my brother's tape, still doing that, and then I have a medical procedure that I have actually scheduled, and actually in about a week and a half, I'm going to have to go through it. So, but I think it's necessary. I really need to get some answers. So I'm going to be put on my big boy pants, and I'm going to face the music and see what's going on with that. So. Anyway, so kind of excited. Usually after a month, people, and I'm going to speak for personal experience. Usually after a month, if I even make it a month, I've probably already broken all my resolutions and everything. But the reason why I am relatively optimistic about making it this year, at least trying to make a good college try here, is because I've done it so many times before, and because I started writing these things down about 4 or 5 years ago. I have made some progress. And I don't know why. And again, I'm not anything special. Maybe it's that good old-fashioned natural organic pipe tobacco. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. No, maybe just pipe smokers are just more dedicated. I don't know. Anyway, I was going to talk about the new Sherlock Holmes TV movie, The Abominable Bride. But I think I'll leave that for another video. So I want to watch it a few more times, and I don't want to do any spoilers right now. So anyway, that's what I want to do. Probably my next video, and when I get caught up again. But anyway, I'm just sitting in here in the man cave, enjoying a winter's evening. Stormy, windy, rainy evening on Friday. Really enjoying my Joby, good old companion pipe I've had for a long, long time. Smoking some wonderful Stonehaven. Stonehaven. If I had a cup of coffee right now, this would be perfect. Oh wow, that would be perfect. Man, Stonehaven, just a wonderful pipe tobacco. It's the old saying, it's not too hot, it's not too sweet, it's just right. Mm. Yeah, and it smokes just like a poem, you know. So I just gotta tell you, I'm just sitting here enjoying the evening. I hope you're enjoying your whatever, whenever, wherever you're at. So anyway, thanks for all your kind and encouraging comments. If you have any questions about some of my technology stuff and what I'm into, again, I'm going to try to do some actual drawing here using the new Apple Pencil and the Apple iPad Pro that I got last year. I didn't go out and buy anything new. So basically, I'm just kind of rediscovering, now that I've been here over almost a year, finally unpacking everything and putting it where it goes. So now I know where to go to get it. So everything was living in those banker boxes for almost a year, and I'd have to rummage through those every time I needed to find something, whether it was a liturgical book or a video or some kind of a tech gadget that I need this thing, like my black box, so that kind of stuff. So things are getting put in their proper places, and life's pretty good. I'm looking forward to soon, when I get a little bit of free time, maybe trying to fire up X-Plane and see if that will actually work on the old Mighty Mac like it used to. So kind of looking forward to it. X-Plane was pretty awesome. I only played with it a little bit, but I remember playing with it on my 3 monitors, and it was kind of cool. It was fun. So anyway, I hope you're having a great day wherever you're at, and thanks for watching. And we will talk to you soon, I promise. Take care and enjoy a pipe. Light up your world. Light up your stormy, wintry world. Light up your pipe. See you now.